Hello everyone, this is Ali Reza. This is our last code refactoring video. So I will go through it a bit faster. First, node schema properties. We need to add a check on top. If node skin equals to null, simply return. That's that. The rest is the same. Now, schema help. Let's check. I need to do some checks on top. We say if parent graph equals to null or string that is null or empty, our help simply return, and the rest is the same. Now, the biggest part. You remember in our node schema connection, we had this to do behavior tree related stuff. Well, it's simple. We say if related node dot, remember this property should sort children. Now we add sort nodes in parent graph dot connection node, and that is a method that we need to create. So I will come back here into schemas. I will add a class node sort children. Now node sort children is another one of those partial classes that is for node schema, and we have that public void that sort nodes in, and here we accept a node schema. We call it node schema. Now this will get a bit crazy. We say if node schema that outputs that is null or empty. This is an extension method that I will write. So if it's null or empty, we want to simply return. Otherwise, we loop through our node schema dot outputs var output. We say if output dot connection node dot is null or empty. We simply continue. No, not that. We simply continue. Otherwise, we say output dot connection node equals to output dot connection node dot order by from link t goes into t dot node rect, and I used that one again. t dot node rect dot x. So we are sorting it by its x dimension, and we flat it to list. Then we say var index equals to node schema outputs dot index of the output. Then we say node schema related node outputs at the index dot connection node equals to new list of nodes. Then we say for each inside the output dot connection nodes or schema, we say node schema dot related node dot outputs at the index I said dot connection node dot add our schema dot related node, and this will sort everything. A bit complex, but loop through it, look through it, you will understand. We are first sorting our schema's connection nodes. then we want to sort its related nodes connection node. So we get the index of the output that we are working on. Then in the same index on the related node, the connection nodes, we reset it. We'll loop through our connection nodes and we add its related node one after another to the related node's outputs connection node at the index. So now this is null or empty is another extension, and I will make an IL list extensions, and it needs to be static. Now we have public static bool is null or empty, and we use a generic type of, come on, where's that key? There we go, T. This I list from system.collections, not the generic one, system.collections of type T, and we call it items. Yeah, that was the collection generics one. Derp. So here we want to return if the items equals to null or items.any is false. So not items.any. Then we copy this guy, because I am super lazy, is, or instead of is, we get not null or empty. So it does not equal to null and any. Okay? Now I will have another extension. I will put it preemptively here. So public static void, and we call it shuffle. That works on a generic, come on, you're kidding me, generic type T. This I list of T list. Here we want to basically randomly shuffle the items index. So we say RNG crypto service provider, we call it provider, equals to new that. Then we say int n equals to list.count. Then we say while n is greater than 1. We get a byte array, we call it box, equals to new byte array of 1. We call do on a while. We call provider dot get bytes on the box, and the while is not box of 0 is smaller than n multiplied by, not and, multiplied by byte dot, no, I said byte dot max value divided by n, and we don't need this curly, and we remove that there. Okay, after that we say int k equals to box at index 0 modulus, if I find n, and that is that. Then we subtract from n, and we say t value equals list at index k. Then we say list at index k equals to list, come on, look at me, list at index n. Oof, my keyboard, I need to change it. Anyway, and finally list at index n equals to value. It looks a bit crazy. It's not my method. Again, I found it on a website. I'm not sure what was the website. Let me check it very fast. C#.net extension methods. Or better than that, shuffle list C#, not Python, daemon C#. Was it this guy? Randomize, shuffle, one of these two. Ah, there we go. So here's the link, the 12th answer, and you get that. So it's not mine. It's crazy. It's not mine. Blah, blah. So that will be handy later on, but we come back here and we import that namespace. And we are done with that. Now, the next one is our graph schema. When we are doing update GUI, that's okay. This part is okay. If want connection and that's okay. Here, if types equals layout and selection node does not equal to null and selection node that count equals to 1 and selected node does not equal to null. Yep. We want to show the properties. I will copy this guy. I will paste it. And we say selection node not and not equals 1. Then we remove this. We call it to be false. That is why you saw me removing some conditions from node help and node properties. Okay, that's that part. Now the other part is in process events. This is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. This part is okay. When we are doing the mouse drag, now this is where we really go nuts after this part, because, am I correct? The Alt 0, not null, any, and mouse drag. Yeah, this is where I go nuts, because this is where we need to sort our nodes. So we say if node dot inputs dot not null or empty, we want to do stuff. We say for each inside the node dot inputs var input. We say if input dot connection nodes dot not null or empty, and basically let me double check what is that any connection thing that I was using. Yeah, we can totally ignore it. So if that's the case, we want another for each goes into the input dot connection node var schema, and we say node dot sort nodes in the schema. Yep, crazy stuff. There we go. That is how we sort our children when we are dragging. Okay. Now, if it's mouse drag, if it's alt, if it's button 0, that's that. That's that. Selection equals node true. Node add node. Set node equals true. False node. And the rest should be the same. I'm just double checking. And instead of this selection node equals null or that, I can say dot is null or empty. Button 0 type equals mouse up. Deselect once connection that connection nodes true. Add the connection node and then selected nodes equal connection node. If active other connection nodes equals null, set false, null, null, false. And draw connection, deselect, and initial setup. They are all the same. So we are done, guys. Unless I have something here, I think. Yeah, I forgot something. In node schema, we have this height flag. I want another constant boolean for this. So we say private const bool hide flags, and we call it to false for time being. We say if, not if hide flags, then hide the flags, and again, resharper, please shut up. What else? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, what did I do? Control Z. Ah, there we go. I hit Control Z. Ah, come on. Maybe putting redo was faster, but I forgot the short key. Can you believe me? There we go. So, Control X and Control V. And that's all. Finally, we finished our code refactoring. We are ready to roll with our behavior tree system. And by the way, this is needed for the behavior tree. Don't worry, we'll come to that. So, yep, that's it. Until next episode, have fun, everyone, and bye-bye.